I'm a college dropout. I was homeless, lived in a car for 3 years.
When you look at Steve Harvey, you see a successful TV host, producer, and comedian who is loved by millions and has an insane fortune of $200 million. But not everybody knows that before he was rich and famous, Steve had nothing.
I used to spend the night in hotel parking lots. What was I gonna do? I ain't had nowhere to stay, so I lived in the car.
But one day, when he was about to lose all hope, his life changed in the most amazing way. This is the story of how Steve Harvey went from homeless man to millionaire. Steve comes from very humble beginnings. His dad was a coal miner who made $5 a day while his mom took care of the house. And Steve, well, his road to fame didn't happen overnight.
I didn't get into comedy till I was 27.
In his 20s, he dropped out of college and tried all kinds of jobs, like selling life insurance, cleaning carpets, and he even tried his hand as a boxer. But nothing seemed to fit until one day he jumped on the stage and found his true passion, comedy. But there was a big problem. Comedy wasn't paying the bills, and soon Steve became homeless. With no money to buy food, he had to fish for food in public ponds. With no bed, he used to sleep in his old car. And with no shower, he used to sneak into fancy hotels and take some towels and soak them in water to clean himself.
Then I stand there and dry, put my clothes back on. That's how I bathed every other day, man.
Life was so hard that he tried to return to his dad's house, but that wasn't even an option.
My father told me you can't come back home. Once you leave my daddy's house, you got to figure it out.
Hungry, homeless, and hopeless, Steve had hit rock bottom. But the day he was about to quit, something unexpected happened.
I called the answer machine, and I got a message.
It was the famous TV show that saw Steve's comedy tape and wanted him to perform. It was his dream coming true. But there was a little issue. To get on the show, he needed to book a flight, but he had no money.
I had $25, and I couldn't get to New York. How was I gonna get to New York with $25?
And that's when something even more amazing happened. He got another message offering him a gig.
I go the next night, I make $150, but I was so funny, the club owner said, if you stay the next night, I'll pay you another $150.
Steve made $300, bought a ticket to New York, and from there, he gave the performance of his life.
I have been on television ever since that night right there.
Today, Steve makes around $45 million a year, but he never forgets his humble beginnings. That's why he's always giving advice to those in need. And through his foundation, he helps educate the young.
But when you're young and you make mistakes, don't let them eat you up. Because everybody that done made it, done made them.
Yeah.
You got to fail in order to win.